Once again, American issues.
What is the
Welcome
issue?
to U.S. history with the Cartier family.
So it looks like
US
Bud Light
history.
VP fears out of business as Dylan sponsorship collapses sales.
Okay.
He said that Bud Light VP fears what?
Out of business.
Yeah, let's see what Dylan Mulvaney said.
Bud Light can't go out of business. That's the #1 American thing ever. What's more American than a Bud Light? Nothing.
Cheeseburger and a Bud Light and a hot dog in a baseball game.
After endorsing her.
Wait, what it says?
Who is Dylan Mulvaney though? Is
It's a transgender TikToker. Bud Light endorsed her, and they crashed 30% after.
you gotta realize, man.
That's American. Like that's a pure. I ain't gonna say that's a conservative thing.
No, it's not, man.
Yes,
Bud Light,
it's
I mean,
not-
that's
it's not-
I
that's
just
a
don't
beer.
understand why y'all
It
think
is kind of more like a.
like people are supporting that outside of the internet.
What?
I only see support for transgenderism on the internet.
Yeah,
When I
yeah,
speak
yeah.
to people in
That's
person,
true.
it's
That's
always
true. That is very true.
No, because we
I
seen
think the
people
area-
putting a scuff behind that on campus.
But I realize that is weird.
It wasn't finna scuff.
Bro,
Bro, was
that
out
was-
there standing on the corner with signs.
No,
and
no,
all
you
that.
it was
wasn't
one time
here.
you
You
missed it. No,
wasn't
it was one time
here,
you missed it.
bro.
No, it wasn't. It was gonna be like
Outside the
brawl.
union.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
gonna be a brawl.
Bro, look, hear them from my office. They're not gonna do shit.
Yeah, it
Walked out
wasn't
there.
gonna do shit, but they got
just-
like face to
They
face.
are
They just,
passionate
it was
about
like,
this, I ain't gonna lie.
you are, bro, them people with the signs with
No, it was a
them
black girl
up.
tripping one time. I don't think
No,
it was
no, you.
It was
Look
actually a
like
black girl.
she was
upset
throwing shit.
at a guy and like upset, like really like being physical.
Yeah, throwing this shit.
It was all over
That's
Snapchat.
terrible.
And this is a challenge.
There are
But
a
I
lot
don't
of
know if it was
people
because
passionate about
I don't know if it was because of LGBTQ or nothing like that.
I think it
I'm
was.
gonna say, because when them churches,
but
there was that dude that was saying,
I think it was
Yeah,
actual.
they're
I think it
nothing
was.
but God.
I think it was a religion thing. That were
Yeah.
yes, you talking about them people that be out there, y'all going to hell.
Yeah, that's something
Them
different.
people
I don't
don't
like
fear
that.
nothing but God.
Bro.
I've gotten one of their faces. He told me, repent. Ask Cayman. Me and Cayman was both in his face. Cayman was like, the Bible don't say none of that. He put his hand in Cayman's face. He put his hand in Cayman's face. I swatted his hand. I said, put your hand in my brother's face. He was like, y'all going to hell. He did not. He didn't flinch a muscle.
But them dudes be on Bourbon Street,
They-
don't care.
Boy.
No.
And girls will walk over in front of them and make out in front of them or be like,
Woohoo!
right in front of them. And
Boy,
they
they
be
got no
like,
fear.
they don't
They
care.
said I'm in hell.
They was outside the club in Houston.
hell is like.
Their PR is tripping. Their PR is tweaking.
I don't understand why they thought it's sponsoring her, not knowing their target market of beer drinkers.
Yeah.
Probably
Why would
mostly
they even
conservative.
do that?
NASCAR, driving, racing, down south, South
Golden
Carolina.
Retriever, hot dogs, and baseball.
Tobacco. What the goddamn heck is this?
Bud Light.
Bud Light? Oh, I'm gonna go get me a PBR.
What the
Nice
hell?
American beer.
What?
That means we gotta make a new American beer.
Get me a goddamn Heineken.
Bush.
Do it, brother.
Cause
Who wants to put a beer together?
I work for an affiliate company. I am a merchandiser. I've never seen such little sales in this past few days. Thanks, Anheuser-Busch. I may not be able to feed my family coming up here soon.
These people make me want to pull my hair out.
He's a funny guy.
Big old.
Man said he's gonna lose his job over this.
This video is brought to you by, I had to do a video on this. I wasn't going to even talk about the VP of Bud Light or Anheuser-Busch. Not the VP, but the sales. I think she's VP of sales or something like that in marketing. I wasn't going to even talk about her. I wasn't going to bring her up. But she said something that was very interesting. It was annoying, but it was also interesting at the trajectory that our country is going in. It's bizarre to me. The trajectory that our country is going in is apparent with Anheuser-Busch. And this lady right here is a nut. And she's gonna say the quiet thing out loud. And then I'm gonna play the clip from the actual VP of marketing and sales from Anheuser-Busch. And she's gonna explain why she chose to allow Dylan Mulvaney, a man who's trans, to be on, or at least they sent him a Bud Light can or a group of cans or a case of them with his face on it.
I can just look at somebody watching that shit on a commercial and niggas spit that shit out.
What in the hell is this shit?
Get me a Miller Lite now!
Bro, think about the who was that guy that interviewed the Trump people? The guy on the Daily Show. This those people that was in that video. I can just see them just being so just like nigga sitting on the goddamn couch, see that shit. What the hell is the coordination is going on?
It'll be funny that throw
that shit.
Get this shit
Out the lake. Damn.
That's a pretty young lady. What you mean that's not a lady? What the heck? That's an Adam apple.
Can or a group of cans or a case of them with his face on it. Why did they do that? Why did they use that as a marketing strategy? But I'm gonna tell you what, because this woman right here, she's saying what the left feels, and we either gonna start stepping up and stomping on their paychecks, or they are literally gonna treat us like this moving forward in any endeavor. Roll the clip.
Me watching these men pour their Bud Lights down the sink.
Bud Light, all Bud products.
Drive over them with their trucks or pew-pewing them with fucking assault rifles. Pew, 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 pew. I think that Anheuser-Busch, with all the research that they do and the millions of dollars that they sink into marketing, didn't calculate and account for you to have a temper tantrum and drop off as customers. They knew exactly what they were doing. They know that Gen Z, as they get older and older, are starting to age into drinking age. They know that Gen Z is far more enlightened and accepting and woke, as you call it, embrace the LGBTQ plus community. So sacrificing you, no brainer. So Anheuser-Busch and companies like Anheuser-Busch, really, they're just playing the long game.
That was smart.
Their views.
Remember I said that though, bro. I said the younger generation is upset about the people that's going against LGBTQ.
Oh,
and
of course.
the older
Of course.
generations, the ones like, you know.
Yeah, of course. I always felt as if like when companies do that, whether that be, it all comes down to capitalism, right? It's not that these companies are actually supporting this, or these companies are actually like, oh, we're with you, or like whether it be Black Lives Matter, whether it be
It's for money.
equality. No, it's just gonna what makes the most money, right? And like I said, and that was very strategic. It's like, okay, I lose 30% now to gain the next. That makes sense because think about it. Like I said, they're proud of people. Their audience.
How many people in Gen Z are?
Yeah, not all
beer?
because think about and Gen Z, bro. Just as we Gen Z think about, you know what I'm saying. We still think how we think.
It's not a lot of that. It's more people that just say I'm cool with LGBTQ. I was cool. I'm cool with it.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm cool with it.
I'm cool
But like,
with LGBT.
a lot of people in our generation don't care. Like, they're just like, but the older generation
more
don't tapped
than-
in. What's going on with our country right
I'll
now?
tell you, there's people on the other side too that in Gen Z for sure.
Down south. What? I mean, well, yeah, definitely.
I would say this in Gen Z is more left than right.
I'm
disagree.
gonna keep
Really?
it.
I think it's probably still the
It's
same.
it's the same.
In Gen Z,
I just feel like
It's just the
some
left is on
people
Twitter and they can speak out, but the right speak
you don't
out.
think
They
people on the right
they're
have
mixed.
social media where they're just like
No, but
country
you be
bumpers?
called
I would
a
say
racist or a
majority of
racist
people-
or that is.
Where I'm from, I say majority of people from where I'm from,
Oklahoma, right?
Are red, 100%.
Exactly, Oklahoma.
100%.
Let's talk about the other 49 states.
And
Kansas.
red.
Okay, let's talk about the other 48. Louisiana,
red.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's 3
Florida,
states. Mississippi, Georgia.
Texas.
Where we're at, like 7?
It's hard to really say, bro.
Texas, Georgia.
But you gotta remember,
let's
they
talk
got
about California, which is about equivalent to like half of those states we just named. Or like New York.
Texas.
I don't know,
But
bro.
y'all gotta remember,
Okay,
some of
I
the
guess
counties
what
could
you're
be
saying.
blue still.
It's just a thought process, bro, really, to be honest.
And then like,
let
let's talk about major cities as well. Like,
I don't know, man, but I mean, she did have a slight point, though.
I thought it was, what they're doing is genius. And like, it comes down to capital. They're gonna do,
genius.
it's whether you agree with it or not, like, it comes down to money.
like, they know the numbers, we know.
Target base to possibly gain another one.
I think it's genius.
Like, where it's
I would say
transitioning.
I would have to see the numbers of Gen Z people who drink beer because most Gen Z people I know drink seltzer.
Yeah, granted, there's Trulies and other things like that, but I think beer is never gonna go out of fashion. Like, we're never gonna say like,
ain't
we're
gonna lie.
gonna stop drinking. Beer's gonna go out of
I have
fashion
seen
because we're
people say
drinking.
you're nasty
You know what
for
I'm saying?
drinking a beer
Like,
though too.
I've heard more people not like drinking
Yeah, I
beer
think
than
people
people
drink
that
beer.
So I think even when we're in our 30s and 40s, beer's never gonna. You know what I'm saying? I think beer's still gonna be the top selling.
I don't know about
alcohol.
that.
I
The
think-
seltzers might pass.
Seltzer's gonna pass that, bro.
Sure.
Seltzer's too, its flavor is
Seltzer market-
good.
I
Calories.
understand
Gen Z care about calories.
Like,
The seltzer market.
Gen Z don't want the
that.
beer guts.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
seltzer
I
market is
understand that.
absolutely a gold mine right now.
Beer
That's
has
why they dropped
always
it. Bud Light made a seltzer.
Yeah, Bud Light makes
Yes,
it.
Bud
and
Light
I think,
tweaked
and I think, exactly, and Bud Light's
I think
gonna
from
evolve
this
with the
standpoint,
time
they
as a
do.
company, and like just how they're gonna evolve with the time is where society's going.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe.
But they demographic.
whether you agree with it or not, I see
Yeah.
what they were doing.
They tweaked on their niche. All I'm saying.
But they lost 30% of sales. Somebody
I'm saying.
All right,
yeah.
let's finish.
They tweaked on their
Let's get
niche.
some more context.
Companies like Anheuser-Busch really accepting and woke, as you call it, embrace the LGBTQ plus community. So sacrificing you, no brainer. So Anheuser-Busch and companies like Anheuser-Busch really, they're just playing the long game by aligning their views with their future customers' views.
Now, I want to have a conversation about this. Then I'll play the VP statement. Is she wrong, though?
No.
Now, she's known as a mother, but is she wrong, though? Is Anheuser-Busch in the lab with these these millennials that are completely stupid marketing to the woke kids because they know that y'all gonna time out in a minute, either dead or y'all gonna move on to a new drink. But they got the young stupid ones that they know that they want to be the influx of their customer base. So they don't give a about you. They want to get to the. This is why this is a bigger picture than just Anheuser-Busch. They're manipulating the next generation to think like them. They're manipulating them. That's why they have Drag Queen Story Hour. That's why everything is LGBTQ. They're forcing the young, soft minds of the next generation to be dumb and woke. And they know that's where they're going. They know that that's the direction that they're headed in. The school system is already telling us half of the people in school are stupid. They don't know nothing. They can't think. They're not critical thinkers. They can't do anything. You can roll a dice and see how many people are probably going to make it out of college with common sense. The rest of them are dumb. They go to college to die mentally. And they know it. And therefore, that's why they're willing to do that. Dylan Mulvaney got millions of subscribers, and he's going to make a big deal about it. And I said this a long time ago. Everybody's going to talk about Bud Light. And the woke amongst us is going to celebrate them. And the conservatives, they're already ready to get rid of y'all. Let me play what the VP said because I don't know who this lady is. This lady may be actually working for him. I have no idea. I saw this on the Black Conservative Perspectives, his YouTube channel. Y'all need to go follow him. I'll put his link in the description section. Let me go to the video where the VP is talking because I think this was pretty telling as well. Because it gives you some insight into how these people think, and you can just look at them and tell who they are as a person.
She got me thinking too deep.
Yeah, she looked woke. Who on the Zoom call looking like she just got out of bed? Ain't trying to put herself together at all. I can argue right now she got a granola bar sitting over there and her fingernails are half chipped off.
This dude crazy.
That's what kind of woman these women are.
Wow.
And I bet she don't shave on her arms or nothing.
Damn!
It's guaranteed. Roll the clip.
I had a really clear job to do when I took over Bud Light. And it
I'm the first woman. You already know she's stupid.
Was this brand is in decline. Wow. It's been in decline for a really long time. And if we do not attract young drinkers to come and drink this brand, there will be no future for Bud Light. So I had this super clear mandate. It's like we need to evolve and elevate this incredibly iconic brand. And what I brought to that was a belief in, okay, what does evolve and elevate mean? It means inclusivity. It means shifting the tone. It means having a campaign that's truly inclusive and feels lighter and brighter and different and appeals to women and to men. Mm-hmm. And representation is at sort of the heart of evolution. You've got to see people who reflect you in the work, and we had this hangover. I mean, Bud Light had been kind of a brand of bratty, kind of out of touch humor, and it was really important that we had another approach.
Essentially what she's saying is that they tired of you patriotic people, you know, the country music singers. And when I was in college, everybody was knocking back Bud Light at every party I was at.
It really might burn shit to the ground.
Why would you alienate the biggest buyers of your product to potentially, keyword potentially, attract a different crowd? That's why, to me, like, I do understand, like, yes, they're trying to gain that, but like, if the people that are buying your product don't like that, why would you? I don't know, man. You just now they're gonna go buy something. They're gonna go buy something else.
So is this like the Black Lives Matter? How they was pushing this?
And that's what I'm saying. Like
they pushing it just like that. That's how
so many corporations are hitting. I stand with you and things like that. They've never done that nowhere in our life. That's what I'm saying. It's about what makes money.
They do that. They do that. So they do that.
Hold on, can you pull up a picture of Dylan? I want to see, like, what was this like? Was it a commercial or like how did people know that it was a sponsorship?
It's probably on TikTok.
They sent her some stuff with her, a few beers with her face on it.
So they put some beers with her face on it. So they actually put can you put Bud Light? People Bud Light.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie, that was my trick. A lot of guys in the club after a few Bud Lights. You gonna looking at that? Who's the brunette over there? Got her a Bud Light there.
On the Bud Light.
And like I said, the guy in the club.
I definitely see both points, but as of right now,
I do understand what they were trying to do. I don't understand why.
And I think a lot of times stuff is passed down, right? So the people that they were selling to gonna die, but those people had kids, and they teach their kids the same thing that they think.
That's what I said.
Okay, so let's take the same. Okay, so the
Beer
same
is,
logic.
like, bro, you could just go market like maybe the more sports people. You go market to the.
Okay, so let's say the same logic. So you're saying that because those same people are going to pass it on to their kids, right? So let's take it back to 1960, right? When racism was a big thing, when a lot of people were racist, right? And they passed it on to their kids, right? But racism was kind of breaking, right? And those same people still pass it to their kids, like racism is less of a thing. So even though they pass it to their kids,
it's easy to say that's not, you can't compare those two things.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like that's the same. But I'm saying like that's the same ideology that didn't.
It's hard to be like a decent human and like say that racism is to justify racism.
But at that same point, someone can say the same point about
what they doing with the kids and stuff. Like, how can you justify that?
Bro, there was laws that was amplifying people's racism. Like, bro, we wasn't even allowed to go in the same place as them. So obviously, it's us versus them mentality. Now that they integrated us into everything that we do,
exactly.
You can't be racist.
And I think
it's inevitable to see people that don't look like
exactly.
You.
So in today's time, and to your point, I think from the transgender perspective, like it's hard to be anti-trans with like laws that you were saying because they're amplifying it and they're pushing. You know,
that makes sense. But I think you could justify not being racist more than you could justify not being with the trans.
How many? Can we look up how many people are made?
I think I would agree with that's subjective. You make a point. That's subjective.
Can we look up and see?
That's based on your own.
I am a person that was raised to treat everyone with respect. Right. I see everyone with respect. I respect a trans person. Yeah. But the ideology behind the whole movement is a little aggressive. And when I speak to people, when we see things on news, and I speak to people that are our age around it, they don't like it. They don't like trans people in sports. They don't like children being They don't like none of it. So to say that, all people are going to think like that, I disagree. My experience,
it's getting pushed.
It's just a blue or red state, though. It's a blue or red state.
It's even still though.
Because they even say most of the blue state's not even going for the force it on children and all that stuff. So that's harder to justify than racism. Like, there's no argument to be like racism is good.
Yeah.
Like,
can we look up how many people are changing make the transition in a year? How many people make the transition in a year?
How many people?
Because that could be. I mean, if we say 2,000 people transition a year, then I mean,
it's over 1.6 million
people
growing.
Yeah. Like 1.6 million people transition.
That's not as much as you think, though.
What? 1.6 million?
That's 0.8%.
Yeah, that's not that much as you think.
In the world. That's the rest of the world.
U.S. Yeah, it's not a lot.
Oh, how many people transition? Okay, you do.
That's like one little city.
So, but it says.
But I think that over time that will grow.
Oh, 100.
For sure. It's getting so promoted, bro. It's promoted like crazy.
Mm-hmm. If 1 million people transition a year, bro.
You're saying it's getting promoted like crazy, and that's why I'm like, I see what Bud Light was doing. Let me just say, even the Black Lives Matter, the whole pushing that.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I completely understand.
They're trying to make bread.
It's a marketing ploy.
Yeah. These companies don't actually stand with you.
It's 100% a marketing
It's for money.
ploy.
Everything's for money.
Yeah.
Everything's for money.
It's just a matter of do you think.
But like that.
But she said they was declining, so they're trying to figure out something.
She said that their image is going.
So they were declining.
But I think
already.
I think they were declining because people we were talking about earlier. Nobody want to drink beer no more. They want to drink seltzers because it's 0 calories, less calories, less sugar, and you're not gonna get fat. And you get the same amount.
You
of
said
alcohol.
Bud Light's coming out with seltzers.
Bud Light's
and I think they're trying to evolve. I think they're trying to evolve.
Like 10, 20 years ago, nobody heard of no Truly.
Yeah.
White Claw started now it's 100 different damn.
They are wilding for putting it on the can though. I can see.
I'm not gonna say they wilding. Like I
see what they're coming
to do.
Drink this.
Are they wilding?
I see what they trying to do.
That's what I'm saying. I guess it's a dumb idea.
I see what they're trying to do, and I see why people don't like
singers. And when I was in college,
had another approach.
Essentially, what she's saying is that they tired of you patriotic people, you know, the country music singers. And when I was in college, everybody knocking back Bud Light at every party I was at because it was cheap and it get you drunk if you drink about 6, 7 of them. But now it's the woke non-binaries and blue-haired devils that are coming out and getting drunk, I guess, on the weekend and doing nefarious things. I will say this. I think they miscalculated their base. I really do believe so. They're trying to push this as the new wave of wokeism and progressivism. And this is why people like myself and others are very critical about progressivism in America. Progressivism is regressive. It's not progressive. And conservatism is conserving. But if you want to be progressive, you have to actually be progressive. That means you have to progress past what we've conserved that's more beneficial than what we've conserved.
Okay.
Right? I think that progressivism would say that, okay, law enforcement was done this way, there's a better way to do it. Defunding the police is stupid.
Yeah, it is.
But if you want to fund the police to give them better training and adequate skill sets, and therefore you can entice people to become police officers and give them a higher qualification for it, pay them more money, that's progressive. If you want to go through and say, okay, homosexuality and stuff don't have to be a mental illness, but how about we do research and study and try to help people overcome it? That's progressivism.
Oh, wow.
You know, you got books and literature and things that you teach. You know, you got books and literature and things that you teach your kids. You don't introduce pornography into the school.
Definitely not.
You teach them, I would argue, you would teach them to evade that. Because that leads them to sexual promiscuity. Then you have unwanted childbirth, and then you have a whole bunch of ignorant kids having kids, and then kids raising kids, and then the next generation is stupid. That's progressive. Having somebody like Donald Trump in office, in my opinion, somebody that's bucking the system, somebody that's saying, y'all just, you know, doing a lot, not getting a lot done. It's time to go on past the politicians and get real Americans in the office to run the country. That's progressivism. Progressivism isn't getting an old man, and the oldest man you can find in politics. You put that fool in office, and he's stumbling around everywhere. Falling up the stairs. How do you fall upstairs? But I thought I think Anheuser-Busch made a huge mistake. But I want y'all to know this is what they think about y'all. They are getting rid of you and going to the woke dummies that don't know what an Allen wrench is. Dummy that can't unplug a toilet.
That's the one like this.
They don't even know what a plunger is. These kids don't have critical thinking skills. Then they teach them Common Core math, which is the stupidest math I've ever heard in my life. You know, my son came. We gave a tip to the waitress, and I like to challenge my kids, right? So when my youngest son get big enough, I'm gonna challenge him. I'm gonna say, look, we give a 20% tip. What is the tip? Go through the process of how you're gonna calculate this tip. My son did something that I never seen before.
10% doubling that.
And he had to do it in his mind and do this and do that and do this. And I'm like, what is going on here? This is not how you do math. I'm like, look, this is how you do math. You take the number, you bring it down. Okay, 3. 3 zeros, 3. Put the dot there. 9 and 17, 16. Put the 6, carry the 1. Y'all remember how you used to do that? You carry the 1. Then you can roll the thing down. Therefore, I not only got the answer, but I can see my work. I know that I did that straight down. I carried the 1. I got the little carrot right there at the top.
The box method.
I did that math in 2 seconds. I went to the school one time. They were doing some math. They had a square. To do 2 plus 2, they had a square and then another square in a box. And they had to write a number out this box and this box and put a number in this box and then combine that box. What are y'all talking about?
And that be go.
They intentionally got the kids doing something different than the parents, so the parents don't know how to teach the kids. And the school system will run your kid's life. And then they're incapable of being productive in the future.
30% off.
All right. I gotta get off here. See y'all in the next one.
The question here is though.
Okay.
If you're Bud Light, PR.
Yeah.
Do you make that move? No. Do you make that move?
Yes or no? Don't explain. Yes or no.
And you would say for the future.
I hate when you don't want to say your yes or no. Yes or no, my nigga.
For the future, would you do it?
No.
For the future.
No. You
For long
yes or no?
term.
Long term. Yes or no?
That's just like it is.
Yes or no? Do you make the move? Somebody comes to you and say,
no,
Kajo.
I'm keeping the guarantee.
I'm gonna keep the same mark.
Do you make the move, Brent?
Yeah, it's genius. Because think about it. If you're just looking from a capitalist standpoint, I think the move that they're making, like the hit that they took now, long term, and he's talking about like progressivism. Like these people, not agenda is not the progress thing. Like they don't have a care to progress nothing. They don't.
You know what I
They're not caring to progress nothing.
You know what I did? You know how they have like you go to the LSU game, they got the LSU can. You go to the OU game, they got the OU can. I would have just made some rainbow cans.
That would have been hard.
Yeah, even that. I think that's all.
I'm like, look, y'all at the Pride Rally, y'all want some beers? We got these rainbow cans for y'all.
That's good. And you know,
that's a great idea.
I would have kept my same boss. Marketed to them, and I would have alienated nobody. That's what I would do.
Hold on, let me ask you this. Do you think doing that would have they would have had the same outrage?
No, because where can you go get an LSU can beside the LSU game?
No, I was talking about you said the rainbow.
Yeah, we're gonna pull up to the Pride Rally.
I don't think they would have had
with a Bud Light with a rainbow.
People wouldn't.
Look, y'all want some beers? We got some rainbow cans for y'all.
Hell yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Do you think they would have got the same outrage?
Not the same.
From that crowd.
We wouldn't have
They would get something. They would get something. But I don't think 30%.
Yeah,
but maybe like
because they just
you're not
going to the store. You're not going to the store and buying the rainbow can. We exclusively bringing them the rainbow cans. This just for y'all.
Oh, just a kind of like. Oh, okay. You're saying not in the sold in stores.
Yeah, that would be smart.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You know how they brand
You can go buy LSU all you can, but you at the game though.
Oh, I
it's
see.
Exclusively sold there.
I see.
So y'all want a pride rally? Y'all want some beers? We got some beers for y'all.
So when they go to see Bud Light in the store,
we support.
Well, they support it.
Gotcha, but not.
But
I thought you were saying.
Then people stop buying Nike when Nike got the Be True. No, they didn't.
Well, what be true? What you mean?
Nike had a rainbow campaign.
I didn't know that.
No, exactly.
I didn't know that.
When Colin Kaepernick took that knee shit off, Nike didn't take a hit off that. Like
they didn't because they didn't promote it. That is putting him on every
Nike promoted Colin Kaepernick. Yes, they signed him.
No, people got mad about that.
That's what you talking about. The Black Lives Matter thing.
Okay, that's different. We talking about. I thought you were talking about they supported LGBTQ.
They did.
I would just.
But those are separate. I don't think we can compare.
But Nike got hella.
It's the same.
No, it's not. Because what I said earlier, bro.
That 30% of
racism in any way.
You can, bro. It's not.
I wasn't even talking about racism. I was talking about just leaning for the flag, just the Colin Kaepernick thing.
Oh no, but that,
like that.
I don't think that's gonna take a hit.
The same audience. They had the same
viewpoint. People was mad about that.
That's what I'm saying. And people were mad about that. And Nike did not take a bad hit. Like Nike did not lose.
Because
but like
everybody wear Nike. They alcohol. Everybody can't drink alcohol.
You know how they used to promote it? They used to have the old white man with the dog walking look, and then the child playing in the background.
By 2040, that's gonna change.
With the beard. Great American drink.
Alrighty.
But like,
I don't know, man.
Wrangler ain't doing that shit.
People, man, the U.S. is going through some crazy situations right now, man.
Hey, vote us for president and Congress and all that.
Let us know what y'all think about this.
We gotta be 36.
We're gonna run it right.
Please.
36 to be
president.
Once we in 12 years, hit us, and we got y'all.
Yeah, guys, let us know what y'all thinking.
Let me know if y'all disagree with me. If think I'm stupid.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Please get us some more people to watch, though, man. I love these type of videos. Politics videos are great, man. Y'all let us know who y'all want next, and yeah, hit us on Instagram.